Welcome to the Tyler Fischer Show. Cheers. Cheers. You got a drink? Get a drink. Drinks on me. Happy Monday, y'all. Happy Monday if you're listening, Tuesday if you're watching. So, where do you want to start? Do you want to start with the fact that Alex Jones shared my Fauci video? Or do you want to start with the fact that I now have a lisp? Which one do you want to start with? Hey, thumbs up if you want to start with the lisp. Thumbs down if you want to start with which one do you start with? We're going to build back better jobs. We're going to end systematic racism. We're going to economy the border that is coming ours. We've started with that. That's my impression of Biden's speech today. Did you see it? Okay. So we'll start with the fact that I'm wearing my Fauci outfit. Here we go, right there, because I've been doing cameos up the bum. It's been so great to do these personalized Fauci videos for people. They've been requesting, God, I did one like scolding a grandma who doesn't wear her mask during Zumba class and stuff. So it's been so fun. And as you can hear, the cops are coming because the fucking sirens always start when I start the podcast. And it is illegal to make fun of Dr. Fauci in the state of New York. So I'm under arrest. I'm under arrest for breaking the rule of making fun of King Fauci. Holy fuck, jeez. If anyone has a basement that lives like in the Midwest or something, I'll move in with you so I could do this in a peaceful place. I just waited an hour for a dog to stop barking in my backyard. And then as soon as I hit record, the fucker started barking again. Am I in the Truman Show? I can't tell a lie. Wrong movie, but same actor. Yeah, so these cameos have been so fun. So if you want a cameo, that's Cameo and Tyler Fischer. You can just search me, and I'll do any impression for you. I've been on that site for like a year since I hosted HQ Trivia, and people really like the Fauci one. So it's just been so fucking fun to get like a personalized message like, hey, I love the Dr. Fauci thing. My girlfriend won't get the vaccine, so can you scold her as Fauci, and I'll just fucking go to town and be like, you're really spreading the droplets, and we looked at your personal chart because we're tracking everybody, and it looks here that just from your spreading, you've killed upwards of 5 billion elderly and 20 million children, and you've even killed a couple million puppies. So get your shit together, Kathy. It's been a blast. It's been a blast. Aside from that, Patreon, Patreon's another great way to support the show and also get more stuff. It's not, hey guys, it's not about me. I'm not a narcissist anymore, okay? Because I got out of the Democratic Party. I'm not Republican or conservative now. Just cool your jets, please. And I think it was Britney Spears who once said, I didn't leave the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party left me. I don't always agree with Britney, but I think she's on to something, right? They're smoking us out. So they smoked me somewhere in the middle. That's where I'll be hanging out. So patreon.com/Tyler Talks. And very excited to announce, not only do you get all of my videos first on the page, you get a Zoom comedy show every month. The next comedy show will be this Wednesday. It'll be this Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm not going to tell you everybody who's on the show, but I will tell you my pal Mark Norman. Hey, comedy. We're really doing it. Hey, I'm gay. I'm Kevin Hart. Mark Norman, hilarious. He's got a special called Out to Lunch. It's free on YouTube. If you haven't seen it, go watch it, and then maybe you'll be excited to see some of his new jokes on our private Zoom show this Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Fucking brutal. It's going to be brutal. So that'll be a hoot. Excited. You pay what you want on Patreon. Jesus died for our sins and your sins, but I'm having a third cup of coffee at 9 p.m. for your sins. So, it's apples and oranges, but I just want you to know what I'm doing for you here on the show. Because I had to do these voiceover auditions all day, and that brings me to my next problem, position, is that you can probably hear I have a bit of a lisp. I've got a bit of a lisp. So if I just talk normally, this is what I will sound like. Because I had to fucking get braces as a 34-year-old cis, white, straight male. Okay? And I'm not happy about it. Thank God I have taken vocal classes, and I know I can position my tongue around the braces in different places to try to reduce lisp. Reduce the lisp, because hey, what I'm doing during the day is I'm doing voiceover auditions, and it's really been fucking me in the butt. Lisps are not in right now. All right? The straight whites aren't even in. So you throw a lisp on a straight white, you got a straight white cis lisp? Not gonna die. They're not gonna hire you for the Toyota commercial. So, all right, this is the deal. I had a snaggletooth, and it's starting to go down already. I was afraid to go to the dentist. I was afraid to go anywhere during the panty because of the fear mongering, and so I just didn't go and get any medical help. In fact, I had a shoddy root canal done at the NYU student fucking dentistry place because I've got some money trauma and I don't believe in helping myself. It's changing right now, but I had to go get this shitty root canal by an 18-year-old douchebag who manipulated me into getting a root canal by him because he wanted to practice. And so he fucked up my mouth, and then I didn't get any help, and I was afraid to go to the dentist because I was watching fucking NPR, listening to NPR, National Public, I'm thinking of a good R word to describe them. Ridiculousness, how about that? National Public Racism. I stopped listening to that fucking woke piece of shit radio show. And so, 5 o'clock in the morning, I have to be rushed to the fucking hospital to get a tooth pulled out because I waited so long to get it fixed. So that happened again with my old snaggletooth. Thank God a childhood friend wrote me an Instagram message. He goes, bro, you got a snaggletooth. Get to the dentist. That's a good friend. Huh? So I made an appointment, went to the ortho, and I get braces. And he goes, hey, you want them on the front or do you want them on the back? I said, come again? Say that one more time, sir. He said, do you want the braces on the front of your teeth where everyone can see them, or do you want them on the back of your teeth where it's our little secret? I said, that's an option? Has that always been an option, to get the braces in the back? Now, I already had braces for 4 years as a teenager. At the perfect time. What was going on with God that he fucks up our teeth right when our voice starts to crack and we're getting boners in the lunchroom? Now what kind of cruel fucking trick is that? All right, we're designing teenage boys, and looks like already we've got them at, we got 13. We're going to hit them with puberty, right? Can we fact check that? Yeah, 13 we're going to hit them with puberty. So their voice is going to lower. We just lower it gradually. We can just lower that. Oh, you want to throw some squeaky, all right, yeah, so you want it to sound like a subway that's squeaking through Canal Street at 4 a.m.? Fine, let's do it. And boners every what? 8 seconds? Every 4 seconds. Okay, that sounds good. Every 4 seconds. And then, you want to just have their teeth just separate like a jack-o'-lantern? You sure you want to do that all at the same year? Okay, fine. All right, we're good. I'm hitting enter. Once we hit enter, that's we can't go back. We can't change that. So that's good. So that's great. So I had him in the front. Obviously, I don't know if that was an option back then. If it was, I'm going to go sue the shit out of my He died. He died. Great guy, too. But I'll sue the other guy because they were partners. There was a partner. So I'll sue him. Well, in fact, make sure he's still alive. So I get him on the front. Geez Louise, how fucking embarrassing is that? And by the way, the technology has changed so much. I'm surprised they can't fix the lisp thing. You think that would be on top of the list, right? They're small. They're definitely smaller. It didn't take as long. Back then, I got them 20 years ago. Not to age myself here. Holy fuck. They're breaking out ice picks and shit. They got a fax machine hooked up to your mouth. There's a guy in the corner just churning butter for some reason. You go, what is he for? They're like, oh, we need to spread that over your mouth so it doesn't bleed after. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Jesus, man, they're cranking shit, right? There's some old guy from the 1920s just fucking reporting, well, here we go, another teenager. Looks like he won't be getting laid for another 10 years. They're doing Morse code to pay, right? That's what it was like 20 years ago. And then you remember this? For those, did you have braces? Did you have braces? A lot of people did, though I'm wondering if it's some kind of scam. Do you think it is? Sometimes, maybe I don't know, maybe. Because why are so many people's teeth fucked up? I sound dumber too with the lisp. Why is there so many people's teeth fucked up? Why is there so many people's teeth fucked up? I basically just sound like Biden at this point. His memory's better than mine. So then, you remember this when you get braces? Your fucking mouth is filled with more fucking metal than found in a goddamn pirate ship. And then they try to sweeten the deal, right? And they go, oh wait, I know you look like a fucking rapper in the 90s, but guess what? We're gonna make your mouth look cool. You ready? We're gonna make your mouth look cool. We're going to put rubber bands. We're going to put fluorescent colored rubber thick bands around the metal to draw as much attention to your freak face as possible. And maybe that'll take attention away from your raging boners that you're getting during gym class. So we're trying to help you out. And this is only going to cost you $33,000 a tooth. And hey, here's another bonus. If your parents are divorced, that'll give them something to fight about for the next 90 years. So, which color do you want around your metal? Would you like to be embarrassed in blue, or would you like to be humiliated in pink? I'll take the blue, please. So, I get him in the back. Not only do I get him in the back, but who puts on my braces? The orthodontist? You'd think so, right? I'm at the orthodontist. He's the one who told me what work we'd be doing. No, the technician puts my braces on. Very nice woman, very beautiful woman. The woman that takes my x-rays is the one that puts on my braces. And I'm going, this don't seem right. This don't seem right at all. Well, I thought the orthodontist would be doing it, not the woman that asked me to spit into a cup. But no, the technician did it. So then we finish up, and then the guy just comes over and like tweaks a couple things, like, so he can say he did it. He's running a scam. He's running a scam. So we finish up. It goes, bite down. Hey, bite down. Bite down. Yeah, they love saying bite down, don't they? That's their fucking catchphrase. Okay, bite down for me. Bite down. Okay, go ahead and bite down. Bite down. I go, I'm filling out the paperwork. Go ahead and bite down. Bite down on the paperwork. We just got to go ahead and bite down on the paperwork. We just want to, okay, good. Go ahead and bite down. I'm peeing. I'm in the bathroom. Yeah, but just bite down while you're peeing, please, for us. It's just, we can charge more on your insurance if you bite down every 8 to 10 seconds. So I'm biting down, and my bottom tooth is slamming against the brace. He goes, you got a good bite, even bite, ready to go? I go, no. My bottom tooth is shooting up and punching into the metal. This can't be good. He goes, oh, not a problem. We'll raise up your back teeth. We'll make your back teeth bigger so that you don't bite down on the brace. So he starts filling my molars with blue plastic. Right? Asking me questions. How is it? Everything good? Feels good, right? Feel good. They know you can't answer questions. They know you can't answer that because they've got instruments in your mouth. That's how they get you. All right, everything's squared away, right? Ready to go. All right, we're going to get you out of here. I'm going to move on to my next patient. So now I got chunky blue plastic in my molars. And he goes, one last thing before I go. You can't eat anything hard for 6 months. What does that mean? You can't eat bagels, pizza, apples, carrot. I'm sorry, bagels. I'm just going to do my inner monologue now so you could hear what I was thinking. I can't eat bagels and pizza for 6 months, and you're telling me after I just dropped $4,000? I gotta sue. I mean, you can't. That's abuse. That is abuse. Do you know what city we're in? We're in New fucking York, the home of the bagel and the pizza, and to some people's favorite food, pizza fucking bagels. The whole reason I stayed in New York during a 400% spike in murders and crime, and my friends are all leaving, and cars are getting broken into, and the camper I share got broken into by a heroin addict. Right? My fucking labradoodle stepping on fucking fentanyl needles. I stayed because I can't, pizza and bagels are keeping me alive, and I can't eat them for 6 months. All I could do is chew on my back molars. That's it. You gotta tell someone that up front. You have to tell someone that before they get braces so they have the chance to opt out. They go, I think I'll keep the snaggletooth. It ain't that bad. I can open bottles with it, right? I might get stuck on a vagina or two. Should I be having sex, but I can't because the fucking world is locked down? That'd be like hiring a prostitute, right? You're about to do the dirty, and she goes, or he goes, I don't want to be sexist here. They go, oh yeah, before you fuck me, just want to let you know, no penetration. So it's still gonna be $4,000, but no penetration. So would you like to complement your useless condom with another blue condom or a pink? Would you like to have blue balls in a green condom or a fluorescent orange condom? I'll take the orange, please. I don't know if that was the best. I went with the prostitute example, and I don't know if that was the most best. So that's what's going on. And I don't have a good history with dentists. In fact, my last dentist that I went to, when I got this tooth pulled, I had to go to a specialist. And I just don't know what's going on with dentists in New York, because I get a tooth pulled. Maybe I've already talked about this on a podcast. I don't remember. But after I get my tooth pulled, this Specialist brings me in. What are they called? I don't know. Or oral surgeon. And he goes, all right, all set. We're just going to get your head shot. Just go ahead and stand on that black wall. Mind you, I just had a tooth ripped out of my mouth. My fucking mouth is swollen and throbbing. My hair's a mess. You know what I mean? Just want to get a quick headshot for you. What do you mean headshot? What are you talking about? I was so flabbergasted. All right, all right, looking good. Tilt your head a little. Yeah, that's good. There you go. Just getting your headshot. There it is. Good. I left flabbergasted. I don't know what that's for. A couple weeks later, I get a beautiful black envelope, unmarked black envelope in the mail. Go, what is this? A wedding invitation? I open it up. What is in there but the headshot that this oral surgeon took? He sent me a headshot. What the fuck is going on here? I go, is this like his hit on me? Like he sends you a headshot before he chops your head off? What is this? You see this? Watch this on YouTube tomorrow and you'll see this whacked out headshot. My side of my mouth is all swollen. The lighting is terrible. Now, this is one of the creepiest things ever that he sent it to me. Does he do this to all of his patients? Is he just doing it to me? I should just use this as my headshot. I look like the fucking heroin addict from Trainspotting too. So I don't know. Maybe I'll get... What? Imagine that, right? I can't get any work now or auditions. I start submitting this fucking cracked out weird oral surgeon's headshot and I just book like 8 fucking series on Netflix. They go, we love your look there. It's so dark. And it looks like you're on drugs or something. You're the perfect drug addict for Law and Order. I go, yeah, I was on drugs because I just got a tooth pulled and I was drugged up. I just came to. So that's weird. So then this other dentist from the braces, she goes, we're just all done. We just want to grab your headshot. You can get your picture. What? Am I crazy? Or are all the dentists in Brooklyn just failed photographers? Like photography was their plan A, and they all failed, so they became dentists. They can't let the dream die, so they're just doing headshots. So now I'm anxiously awaiting some fucking weird braces headshot in the mail. And it'd be whacked out. Speaking of acting, this is weird. I started getting some text. This fucking lisp, dude. I fuck. And I can't even sound mad because I got a fucking lisp. I can't even sound authentically mad. What the fuck, dude? What the fuck? You're really pissing me off, dude. I can't audition anymore. I can't even. I'm not gonna book any work. I'm not gonna book work. I had a Toyota audition today. With the all new Toyota Sienna. Toyota, let's go places. The all new Toyota Sienna with 4-wheel drive and comfy bucket seats. Toyota, let's go places. What the fuck? And when I put my tongue on my mouth to do the letter T, I slice my mouth up. So it's all out. I mean, but my only hope right now is that the guy that does the voice of Daffy Duck gets fucking Me Too'd and canceled, and then I can come in there. Oh, what's going on over here? Suffering succotash. Well, it's another stinky skunk. That's all I got. That's the only hope I have right now. Somebody, if anyone's listening that had an awkward sexual encounter with the voice of Daffy Duck, I don't know who he is, please just post about it on Twitter. I'll retweet it. We'll get some heat going. And I'll slide right in there. Suffering succotash. I can keep my career. Until then, it's going to be 6 months of no work. Daffy Duck. Didn't he used to just like go fucking flying into the wall? Wasn't that him? Like his beak would just go straight into like a tree. Like that cartoonish thing where like his whole body was like just completely parallel with the ground. I mention this because that happened to a human yesterday in my neighborhood. Freddy and I, we go on a morning walk to a street called Midwood Street. And it's the most quiet, beautiful street. It's a historic street. So you're not allowed to change anything. Like, you have to go in front of a board to be like, I want a new doorknob. And they're like, yeah, fucking prove it. We got to approve every fucking nail and paint job. And they really do. And the street is just gorgeous. So we go on a morning walk there for some peace and quiet. And there's no more peace and quiet in New York. There's no safe space. There's no safe space. So some fucking crackhead. Oh, how do you know he's a crackhead, Tyler? Because he was smoking crack to his head. Comes flying down the sidewalk on one of those motorized scooters, going 30 miles an hour. Just swerving. He's coming right at me and my dog. We jump out of the way. He goes flying into a tree. And I wish I was kidding. In Daffy Duck style, his body is straight into I don't understand the physics of it, or the physiology, or whatever Fauci would say. He's sticking straight out of the tree. His face is like stuck in a bush, and he's screaming at the top of his lungs. And do I go and help him? No, because he tried to hit me and he's on crack. So I ran the other way, and then we loop back around 20 minutes later. There is blood flowing down the sidewalk like the fucking Mississippi River. And then I almost threw up because it was disturbing. I mean, the guy just smashed his face open. And this stuff is just happening on every corner. And it's crazy. It's crazy. I do have one other prospect with this newfound lisp. You know the kid from Stranger Things? What's his name? I think it's Gayton. Okay. So, he's got a lisp too. He's got the missing front teeth. Let's pull him up here. Here's another possibility. So there's a job where you dub over people's lines in movies and stuff. Like, let's say Tom Cruise, whatever, they forgot to do some lines of him, like, going like, fuck, fucking fuck. You know, and so they'd hire someone to do a Tom Cruise impression to overdub that. What's his name? Gayton from Stranger Things. So, another option for my career is I could do the dub over from Stranger Things if they need to get a line, being like, what is that? The underworld or something or other? I don't know. I've seen a few episodes. Oh, it's a Stranger Thing. I don't know. I don't really know. No, I don't know. But, so I could try to get jobs like that. Now, maybe I've told you, maybe I haven't. The highest paid job that I've ever gotten in my acting career was playing the back of his body during a Verizon Fios commercial. Do you remember that? Maybe you've seen that. He was the Verizon Fios kid. Verizon Fios. It's Fios for Verizon. Let's look it up. So, I get a call from my commercial agent. She goes, hey, I just got a call from the Verizon Fios people. They have your... I'm going to try to pull this up.
I just want to say if anyone still
there he is.
Okay,
good.
Before we start, I just want to say if anyone still doesn't have Fios, please stay out of the way so your lag.
Oh my God, I can totally do that. What's so great about a 100% fiber optic network that just makes your games clear? I could nail that. Okay, so I'm watching the commercial now. So I get a call. Hey, they have your sizes, because when you submit for auditions, you have to put your clothes size, like your waist and all that shit. They go, you're a perfect fit to play the back of his body in a Verizon commercial, because rather than pay him a fucking crazy amount of money to be there all day, they have someone play the back of him to do all the reverse shots. She goes, I really don't think you should do it. You know, we don't want them to think you're a body double guy. And I go, well, I ain't doing shit. I said, let's do it. So I booked this job playing the back of his body. Let me be clear here. Let me say this again for the people in the back. The highest paying job I've ever had in my acting career was playing the ass of a 16-year-old with a lisp, okay? And now look what happened. I've got the lisp and I'm trying to do his voice to make some more money. So they show my ass, and then I get a call that says, oh, they showed your ass, so they have to pay you every time the fucking commercial plays. Are you kidding me? That's how I was able to get my dog Freddy. From playing a 16-year-old's ass. I bought a labradoodle. Best job I've ever gotten, and I was advised not to take it. What did I do with that agent? I dropped him. Fucking brutal, right? Oh, it's like nobody knows shit about entertainment. That's a good job playing a kid's ass, right? It is, right? It's controversial. Oh, you shouldn't do it because the pedophile. No, dude, you got to take that job. And I took it. And I bought a fucking labradoodle. So maybe I can get it. Maybe I can play this guy's voice and ass. He's an awesome kid, by the way. We actually hung out, and it was so fun, dude. I gave him my number. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, I want to be friends with this kid. I go, take my number, dude. Take my email. Like, let's be bros. We had so much fun. I'll show you a picture. I'm gonna pull it up. So here's a picture of me and Gayton in the Verizon Fios commercial, and you'll see the wig was like a $10,000 wig. It was an exact replica of his hair. So I'd have to spend like an hour every day getting into this wig, and then fans of his, because this shot in Atlanta, Georgia. That's where they shot Stranger Things. So people got wind that he was doing this commercial, and his fans would line up at like 5 a.m. to try to see him. Now, I would be on set first to run rehearsal for all the scenes. I would run through all the scenes, and then he'd come in and swap out. So I'm there super early at craft services, getting my breakfast burrito. And all these kids think it's him because they see me from the back, right? And you don't know the difference. We have the same body, right? So they're coming up like, can we have your autograph? And I turn over, just like turn around, like, yeah, let's make this quick. Come on. Like, oh, you look a lot different than you do on Stranger Things. Yeah, well, it's early, and I haven't got a lot of sleep. Get out of here, scram. I gotta eat my burrito. I don't know why I suddenly turned into Buddy from Seinfeld. Elaine, I think we need to break up. There's just too many germs during the pandemic. You're a filthy woman, Elaine. Best job ever. And I hope he emails me, because he said he wanted to get into stand-up. I said, hey, bro, I'll teach you stand-up. You know what I mean? I'll be your mentor. And then, eventually I could have just filled in for him when he couldn't make it doing stand-up. I could put the wig on and do his act. I mean, this was my career plan. It completely flopped. So I had to start doing TikToks. So that scooter accident was terrifying. And then the other terrifying thing that happened this week, I went to a party on Saturday, and it was so nice to just be around people. How low has the bar gotten for fun, right? It is 10 feet below sea level. The bar is so low, all you have to do is go to a place where there's some folks, and you go, this is out of control. Man. It was so fun. You want to know how fucking Aspergery I am? Everyone's got Asperger's, by the way, and I'm not making fun of anyone with Asperger's. I have tons of social issues, you know what I mean? I need a service dog to even fucking go outside, so I ain't making fun of nobody. Fred is a service dog. I'll do a whole nother episode on that. That's a whole nother bag of beans. So, you want to know how Aspergery I am? During the party, this was an outdoor party, I went and took a nap on a swinging chair in the middle of the party. Kids playing cornhole over me napping, and I didn't feel any social awkwardness about that. Because like 20 minutes in, I already like did some light chatting. Just like, where are you from? What do you do? And then I go, I am fucking exhausted. I maybe talked for 5 minutes. I go, I got to take a nap. So I went over to my buddy. Can I take a nap? So I went and took a nap, and I didn't feel weird about it at all because I'm so Aspergery. Do you know what I mean? And then speaking of burgers, I went and manned the grill, and I fucking killed it. So I made up for the weird napping. Some guy, I hadn't seen in a while, he goes, hey, man, I came over to say hi to you, but you were taking a nap at a party. Me and Freddy are on this swing napping at 2 o'clock during a party. But then I took over on the grill. I feel confident on the grill. I'm a grill man. I know the grill well. I got to know the grill. I could even, you know what I mean? You fire that puppy up. I can find the hot spots. I am like almost like a, I don't want to say autistic, but I mean like, I'm a savant with grills. The way maybe an autistic kid could find the square root of like 3,822,000 in like a second. You go, oh, what's 3 million times 892, and they can just do it. For me, I look at the grill, I go, oh, that's about, I could feel it, go, that's 375 degrees, it's about 300 over here. This spot gets a little cool, then you got your rack up here, so you can, something's burned, you throw it. So I can just really get into a flow state around the grill. So I knocked it out of the park. All the burgers were medium rare, perfectly cooked. Did the little crisscross slit on the hot dogs. They open up and make this pattern. So that went well. What didn't go well was there was a bunch of dogs there. And one of the doggies was in heat. She was in heat. Or I don't want to misgender the dog. But they were in heat in case it identified as something else. Freddy starts humping this pup, right? Really giving her a good hump. Really going at it. And I let him do it sometimes because it's natural. I don't want to shame him for it. I check in with the owner. I go, is this okay? So the owner, she seemed a little frustrated. She goes, okay, like enough. You know what I mean? Like, what's wrong with your dog? And so I go over to pull Freddy off. He's really mounted on this beautiful, an Australian Shepherd. And I go, buddy, get off. And he just keeps humping. And I go, Freddy, no humps. And, he listens to me. He's very well trained. And he keeps humping. I go, something's wrong. His dick was stuck. His D was stuck in her V. Stuck. The dog starts yelping. Chaos ensues. Everyone gathers around. It's a big scene now. Mind you, nothing's happened over the last year, so this is a big event. My dog's dick was stuck in a dog's vagina. Heated vagina. I panicked. I go, I've heard about this happening before. I didn't know what to do. Everyone's getting a little nervous. So I just go in with my 2 phalanges, and I fucking had to go in there and just yank his penis out of her vagina. I had no choice. Her dog was screaming in pain or orgasming. I don't know, but I literally had to go inside a dog's vagina and yank my dog's rock hard penis. And I didn't even know it would grow that long. It just kept growing. I didn't know. I just didn't know. So I'm a little jealous in that one of us got laid this year out of me and my labradoodle. And he was like he was fucking happy the rest of the night. He was just so chilled. So I was happy for him that he got laid, but it was like a scene out of Curb Your Enthusiasm, Larry, get your fucking dog's penis out of my dog's vagina, you sick fuck. Larry, you probably trained him to do this, you sick motherfucker, you dog fucking cunt. I don't know what's going on. It's pretty hard. I don't know. That was a little more of a mix of Seinfeld and Larry David. So, that was that. it was a little traumatizing. And then I had to go and I had to do 2 shows. So I got the hell out of there. And now we can talk about Alex Jones. I didn't want to talk about him too early because there's this new YouTube thing where they'll like scan the beginning of your video and then they won't allow any ads on it if you don't meet like a bazillion protocols. So now you have to go through and check and like promise them that there's nothing sexual, there's nothing harmful, there's nothing that will offend people. That's the new hot thing. Is there anything in here that may offend somebody? What the fuck are you talking about? Everything offends everybody always, period. Someone might be offended by how unoffensive my podcast is. They'd be like, "What? This guy's a real pussy. I'm offended that he didn't go." So it's a problem because now at any moment they can demonetize. I mean, that's such a loophole. They can demonetize anything at any moment because they can claim it's offensive. So I'm just avoiding talking about things like Alex Jones in the beginning of my podcast. So somebody wrote on my Fauci video, they just wrote, Alex Jones sent me here. That's the new thing. Like if I get mentioned on a podcast, they'll just be like, Alex Jones sent me here. Fox and Friends sent me here. I don't think Fox and Friends played it, but so I was just kind of creeped out because I was like, Alex sent you here. I was just looking around my house like, are you in the house? Are you in the house? Because I think some of his fans did that at one point back in the day. I don't know much about Alex Jones, and I don't do an Alex Jones impression, so I will not be doing one today on the program. I do apologize. I don't want to offend anybody, but it's just not, I've just never tried it. I'm sure I can do it. And I'm sure I should do it because it sounds fun. So, Alex Jones shared it on his podcast as far as I know. And I'm getting a lot of these comments and, hey, it continues. Didn't know you were a right-wing comic. I have a new friend who had never really seen my comedy, and he looked on my Instagram and he goes, it's a lot more right-wing than I thought. I was pretty shocked. It was pretty right-wing. I just didn't know your comedy was right-wing. And I go, what are you talking about? He goes, he made fun of Fauci. And so I go, that makes me right-wing because I made fun of Fauci? Well, yeah. I said, well, what was the video next to it? It was me making fun of Trump, which I've been doing for the last 4 years. He's like, yeah, but you made fun of Fauci. I'm like, we are all brainwashed, yeah. So I don't even, I don't have the energy to even, like, debate this because I've been putting a lot of energy into trying to explain myself, and I just let it go. It's like, if that's what you want to think, that's what you could think. I got no political party at all. I'll make fun of what is funny, and then I'll support what I believe in. And I'll pick from whatever side those things happen to fall on. So, so I know I'll be getting some more, it's, hey, I didn't know you're right wing. I'm not. Well, I heard you on Alex Jones. Okay. I've been thinking about it. I'm trying to figure out, because I've been doing so many radios. I'm doing radio every day. It's been so fun. But they'll say, they'll say, what's the feedback? Why do you think it's mostly right-wing people sharing and watching this? By the way, I've never had a more positive feedback on this video than anything I've ever done. It's almost 100% likes on YouTube, and YouTube is a much more difficult platform to get that ratio of likes. So let me just pull up. I will pull up the one that has the most views, which is, where is it? Okay, it's got 107,000. Oh Jesus. 107,000 views. Okay, almost 4,000 likes and 35 dislikes. So out of every 1,000, there's less than 10 dislikes. So that blew my mind because I thought, wait a minute. It is being shared on so many more right-leaning platforms and by more right-leaning people. How is this possible? To me, the only explanation is it's actually what everybody feels, which is they feel comfortable laughing at this guy who's taken over the media and has become one of the most famous people in the world over the last year. That's all I could really make of it. Because when I go and I do his impression on all of my shows, and it kills everywhere. It kills in Bushwick. It kills in Williamsburg. It kills on a rooftop in Queens, where you'd go, okay, this is probably 90 to 100% like very liberal people. So I find that interesting. Because it's only shared on social media, more left-leaning people are afraid to share it. It got almost no shares from my Facebook people, which was interesting. So all the shares and stuff mostly came from people I don't know. That's why my YouTube following has doubled in the last month. Doubled. I've been putting videos on YouTube for 10 years. I had 3,500 subscribers. I am now at almost let's take a look. YouTube Studio. In the last month, it's doubled. So it's over 7,000. Which is crazy. It's great. It's great. I've been struggling to grow my YouTube page. I don't know why. Been struggling, but it's growing. And then the other thing I thought was, okay, why are people thinking that this kind of comedy or joking about someone like Dr. Fauci, why is it so extreme? Why is it so triggering to some people? And I thought about that all day today. And what I came up with was, as the woke people are getting more woke, more middle of the road comedy by default will just be seen as more extreme. And then more people on the right are going to enjoy it. Not to say that they're extreme, but I think what I've gathered of this last month living in this kind of crazy situation is that people on the right, in the middle and on the right, seem to be more for free speech. And maybe I've already known that. Maybe I've known that over the last year or two. But so it's just a bunch of things working together, which has created this situation, which is people in the middle and then probably more on the right are sharing it more, are more excited about it, are laughing more. And so that might just be the case. I don't really hear people on the left in politics speaking up for free speech. I don't really hear a lot of people on the left in general speaking up for free speech. Part of the extreme left agenda is to silence and is to monitor speech and make these arbitrary rules, like if you're offended, you could be taken down, or if someone gets a boner, you can take down their TikToks, which is actually a rule on TikTok. So it's all interesting. It's all changed so much in such a short amount of time. And what I've concluded for myself is I just want people who want to laugh to watch my stuff. People who have a sense of humor. I don't care what side anyone's on politically. My job depends on people having an open mind as far as having a sense of humor. They need to have a malleable sense of humor. So that's just how this has ended up. And then it's easier for people to just go, oh, you're right wing, because people on the right side are liking this one particular video. It's also divisive and unnecessary. But hey, I don't give a shit. I don't care. And in fact, oh boy, am I excited for this one. My interview with Newsmax was canceled for whatever reason. But I did get an invitation to go on Fox News primetime next Monday for an interview to talk about the Fauci stuff and do a Fauci impression. And I said yes. A few years ago, would I have said yes? Probably not. Probably not. But so many things have led to where I'm at now in my career that I'm open-minded enough to go, yeah. And there's 2 million average viewers on that show. This is a primetime show on the highest watched news channel in the country. So, hey, am I doing it partially to stick it to those guys who think I am a Republican now? Yeah, I think it'd be pretty funny to go, hey, buddy, yeah, you're right, man. I'm Republican. In fact, I'll be going on Fox on Monday if you want to check it out. You don't have to, but I'll be on around 7:50 p.m. So hopefully it goes through. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But the guy Ben who's doing the show is a fan of mine and wrote me a really sweet message, and he seems like a nice dude, and so I'm gonna do it. End of story. I don't give a shit what anybody thinks. You know, and if people are probably going to unfollow me and get all mad about it, and I can't get mad. I can't blame them. I used to have the I guess fucking brainwashed mind to think anyone who doesn't think my political way is some kind of Nazi pedophile. So that's fine if people get upset. I lost maybe 50 fans or followers from the Fauci video, and then I gained 10,000 across all platforms. Maybe 20 between TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. My following has doubled on almost all of them. So we're looking at like 15 to 20,000 new fans because of that video. So I'll say goodbye to 50 who don't have a sense of humor and want to pin some political agenda on me for making a joke. So that's fine. So hey, next Monday. And my grandmother's a huge Fox woman. And I told you I almost broke up with my grandmother because she liked Fox back when I was a narcissist. And I'm now a recovering narcissist. So I go, hey, you're my grandma. You can do whatever you want. I'm mostly excited. I haven't told her yet. She's going to fucking flip. She's going to flip out. She's going to faint. She's going to pass out. She's glued to Fox 24/7. So I'm, she's 84, and this is like a little gift to her. So I'm excited. I'm excited that a few years ago I wanted to tell her to fuck off for being a Fox News watcher, and now I'm gonna be like, hey, I'm Grandma, I'm gonna be on Fox on Monday. She's gonna be so excited. So that's what it is. It is what it is. Frankly, it's going to be a lot of fun. Carolyn's going to love it. Carolyn Blue, right? She's a big fan, and she doesn't like the radical left or critical race theory, right? Critical race theory and cancel culture, right? Cancel culture. And equity, right? Equity. We talked about equity. And Lori Lightfoot, right? The great Lori Lightfoot, not so great. I meant that sarcastically, right? I was being sarcastic because... frankly, maybe you saw, she's now banning white people from interviews, right? She's banning white people from doing interviews. Lori Lightfoot, the mayor of Chicago, we talked about equity last time, eh? Here's another great example of it. Lori Lightfoot, great equity example, is no longer allowing to be interviewed by white reporters. There's a little slice of equity for you. It's terrible. It's terrible, and it's racist and discriminatory, and an example of where this is all going. It's like you go, okay, well, just one mayor's doing it. Yeah, well, what if 10 more mayors do it, and then congressmen, and then governors, and then the president goes, yeah, you know what, this year, no white interviews. I know I'm the president, but whitey, take a seat. So people are mad, and thank God, I think a Latino reporter actually declined her interview because she said, this is racist and I'm not doing it. It's divisive. And think about what it would do to a kid, right? It's like, maybe you want to be a reporter. Maybe you're a small white child or a child of color. A child of color? A child of whiteness. And you see that on the news and you go, wait a minute, white people aren't allowed to interview the mayor? That's what I was just about to major in. I was about to major in journalism, and there's discrimination going. And then let's say you're a minority and you're a journalist and your best friend is white and you're in journalist school together, or you're both journalists, let's say in Chicago right now, and one of you's white and one's black, and you both find out, oh shit, wait, weird, Todd, you get to go interview the mayor and I'm not allowed to. You think that's not going to cause some contentious energy there? Of course it is. It's only divisive. So people got to call it out. They got to call it out. They got to call it out. And hey, I'll bookend this episode with a quick update about the Comedy Cellar audition, which I did all the mental work before. I said, I'll let it go. It doesn't matter if I get it. It doesn't matter if I don't get it. I'm going to go have a good time. And I'm very happy I did that preparation because I got there and they wouldn't let me in. We'll start there. Wouldn't let me in. Hey, I'm here for the audition. Who are you? I'm Tyler Fischer here for the Comedy Cellar audition. Well, you're not on the list. Well, I'm auditioning. I'm not a... What show? What show are you auditioning for? It's called the, let me see. The New Joke Night. Yeah, you're not on the list. Oh, well, I'm supposed to be there right now. Maybe I have the wrong address. Let me just look it up. Yes, New Joke Night at 8:30 p.m. He goes, we don't have that. That's not a show. So I started panicking. I go, okay, now I'm going to fucking miss the audition? Do I have the wrong day? So I'm out there for 5 minutes, and he goes, all right, I'll go talk to somebody. So goes inside, and a woman comes in and gets me, confirms, she goes, yeah, he is on the show. And I said, hey, I just want to say thank you so much for having me. And this woman goes, I didn't have you. I go, oh, well, thanks for getting me. But I was prepared, right? Everyone's a little, it's a big deal there. So it's fine. Go do your job. So I go up. I walk in. She goes, everybody, this is Tyler. Tyler, this is everybody. And I look around the room. I felt like it was my first day at school. I look around the room. And it was all the comedians that I've been performing with for 11 years. I know every one of them very, very well and work with them very, very often. So it was just this weird feeling like I'm the new guy. I'm being introduced as the new guy, yet I know everybody there. So that was kind of cool because that took a load off. And then, I was told I'm doing 8 minutes. So I got an 8-minute set prepared. I'm going to do some new jokes. And the host comes up and I said, 8 minutes, right? He goes, 4. Don't do any new jokes. Do your best stuff. And I was like, and then he goes, and you're going on right now. I was like, oh shit. I thought I was doing 8 minutes. I prepared new jokes. He told me to do my best stuff. And I only have 4 minutes. And I'm going on right now. And this is going to be my only chance. Not a problem. So I just said, fuck it. Whatever, dude. Fine. Great. I just had no plan. I walked into the room. Short comedian coming off, funny gal. And I said, comedians are just going to keep getting tinier as the night goes along. And the fucking crowd goes wild. And that's something I do if I go on after a short comedian. And then I go, oh, actually, I think our headliner is Peter Dinklage. The crowd is fire. I go, oh, if I could just relax. I start improvising. They had that glass partition. I'm going, oh, what is this? The training for new mimes, and I'm doing the mime hands on the glass thing. I did the pedophile joke. I climbed onto the windowsill. I climbed over the crowd onto a windowsill to pretend I was on a playground. It fucking killed. I did the new Trump Biden joke of the difference between them speaking and racism, and Biden whispering, and Trump screaming about racism, and that killed. And I closed on a fucking joke about my dad being a subway conductor and coming home and going having the conductor voice. And I get off stage and I'm feeling good, and I go, whatever, I just killed. It doesn't matter if I get in or I don't get in. And a comedian comes up to me and he goes, you need to be here. I'm going to go tell them you need to be at this club. I pray that you get into this club. And then I go over and I thank the woman that I'm supposed to thank. And I said, thank you so much for having me. And she said, no problem. She said, when are you going on? I said, what? She goes, when are you going on? When's your set? So I can watch it. I got to watch your set. And I go, I just want to make that gulp sound. Oh, I just went on, miss. She goes, what do you mean you just went on? I go, I just went on. I just got off. I went on and I got off. I went on, I told my jokes, and then I got off and I came here. She goes, oh shit, I missed you. All right. Oh man. Oh, that's good, right? She missed it. She goes, send me a tape. So it's fine. I didn't care. So now I have to make a tape and send it to her. So that's what happened. And that's why you got to let shit go. And that's why you got to come to my Patreon show this Wednesday. Mark Norman, me, some other special guests. Patreon.com/Tyler Talks. Pay what you want. Cameo. If you want a personalized impression, search for Tyler Fischer, Fischer on Cameo. This will be out tonight. Sorry, it's a little late. It'll be out audio tonight. Tomorrow will be out. First for Patreon people, then everybody else. Have a great week. Do something nice for yourselves. I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. This has been the Tyler Fischer Show.